We're getting a video from Kharkiv now, in fact, in Ukraine, where a Russian army tank has been shot down by the Ukrainian forces. We are going to be beaming those visuals. In fact, those are on your screens now, viewers. We are getting the latest one where this video, in fact, that has come out from Kharkiv in Ukraine, where a Russian army tank has been shot down by Ukrainian forces. Now, Richa, we have been seeing this kind of retaliation on the ground from the Ukrainian troops as well. There is a stiff resistance that the Russian troops have been facing across Ukraine, specifically in Kharkiv as well, that is of economic and administrative significance for both Ukraine and Russia. And now we see these visuals, these very, very dramatic visuals, in fact, where a Russian army tank has been shot down by the Ukrainian forces in Kharkiv. We had seen, Richa, we had seen these visuals yesterday where sporadic attacks had taken place from Russian troops. And in fact, we had seen fast-paced movement of Russian troops along in Kharkiv, inside of Kharkiv as well. There were Russian troops that were going inside and near to these areas, because this, of course, is another area which has access to the Black Sea as well. So all of this becomes extremely significant. And as we had been speaking about this yesterday, Richa, that the information seems to be very, very, not authentic as this time. As to which cities are where and what exactly is the movement of the troops from both Russia and Ukraine. But now these visuals really speaking for themselves from Kharkiv, that a Russian tank has been shot down by the Ukrainian troops, Richa.
Absolutely, and Ukrainian army has certainly shown a lot of resistance as far as the Russian army is concerned. We have gotten these latest visuals from Kharkiv in Ukraine, where a Russian army tank has now been shot down by the Ukrainian forces. Earlier, we also saw how the Ukrainian army had also stated that it had shot down a winged rocket fired at Kiev. The Ukrainian army, in its statement, had stated that it had taken down a winged rocket which was fired at the Kiev from a Belarusian aircraft this morning. The commander-in-chief of the Ukrainian armed forces, in its statement, had stated that they are certainly fighting it back as far as Russia and their offensive is concerned. The Air Force as well as the Army is working round the clock to make sure that they show that resistance against Russia. And the visuals on our screens right now once again show us as an evidence and a proof as to how the Ukrainian army is fighting back against Russia. The Air Force of the armed forces of Ukraine a few minutes ago had also shot down a winged rocket launched in the capital of Ukraine from the territory of Republic of Belarus by a Tu-22 plane. And this is the latest visuals of the Russian tank that has now been shot down in Kharkiv, Priyanka.